Hi, my name is Sophie. Welcome to the Tiny Edition. I'm here today with Wally Lewis.
Got some pace, Lewis, can he go all the way? Still there, he does roll. Wally Lewis has gone in.
What were you like as a kid?
I was a kid that wanted to play footy. I used to come home after school finished. I'd go to the park with my friends. We'd play football, we'd practice the skills. The only painful moments were probably for my father. When Dad used to get home from work and he'd be very tired after a long day's work, and he'd arrive home, I'd run up to the car, open the door and say, "Come on Dad, teach me how to do this, teach me how to do this." He never refused once. He was a very generous man. And I say that he was the one that taught me the difference between excelling in sport and just being a little bit successful in sport. And he used to say, if you want to get to the top, you've got to practice your mistakes, not get on top of the good points and pat yourself on the back.
How does it feel to be known as the king of NRL?
It's embarrassing. My friends call me that all the time. King, come over here, King. How that actually started was an insult that was delivered to me. I was playing against a person from a different team at one stage, and this guy was asked about me at the end of the game, and he said, "What did you think about Wally's game? Was that good enough for him to be Australian captain?" And the other player said, "Oh look, fair dinkum, give him that. He thinks he's the king anyway." And as soon as I walked out of that press conference, one of my good friends, Gene Miles, said, "King, where are we going for a drink?" And I turned straight around and looked at him, and King stuck, and the boys knew that I absolutely hated it, and I'm still getting called that today, but I'll take it, particularly when it comes around at State of Origin time. If it sounds nice then, I'll take it.
What is your earliest memory of playing?
The first game I really remember, it was when I got picked to play in the Queensland Primary Schoolboys team, and we played New South Wales at the Sydney Cricket Ground in 1971. That's a long time ago. And I remember most of all, I ran into a tackle and there was one of the big players running at me, and instead of tackling with my left shoulder, which it probably could have been good, I tried to tackle him with my right shoulder where he was coming here, and I got hit in the head with his knees, and then he landed on top of me, and I remember my first concussion. But to remember what it was like to feel the concussion for the first time was very uncomfortable, and thankfully now the NRL are starting to take a lot more careful action with the players to make sure that if they're concussed, they don't stay on the field. They go to visit the doctor and work out whether it's okay, and if it's not, they take them from the field just to be safe.
How do you feel with your statue outside of Suncorp?
Every time I have a look at the statue, I think that statue needs to go on a diet. It's at a stage where I don't recall ever carrying that much weight. When it first went up, I was extremely embarrassed because I was basically getting credit or reward for my football achievements, but none of my teammates were. And whenever I played, I used to rely upon them to give me all the support that was necessary. And I can remember saying at the time, I accept this on behalf of every player that's played alongside me.
Would you ever shave your moustache?
Shave my moustache? I'm often asked, why did I grow a moustache in the first place? My friend Gene Miles, who I work with at the Fogs, he used to say to me, the only reason that you've got hair on your top lip is because you haven't got any on the top of your head.
Who is your most favourite teammate you've ever played with?
It's very unfair to put it down to one person. In my time, it was 4 people. Peter Sterling, who played halfback for Parramatta and New South Wales, and I didn't like him when he was playing for New South Wales, and also Australia. My favourite opponent, who I used to hate when I played against him, was Brett Kenny, a wonderfully talented player. The other two that I have got to say are my favourite players are Gene Miles, who played centre for Queensland and Australia, and Mal Meninga, who also played in the centres for Queensland and Australia. And to be able to play inside 2 wonderful players like Gene and Mal, I often say that made me look like a much better footballer.
Thank you so much, Wally. Thank you for joining us. See you again soon.
Thank you, you've been a wonderful host.